And what up, everybody? Most peace. We coming back. In effect, I hope the audio is and visual is coming through clean enough. We are FairGrow channel, just doing the Saturday strain review after party, and see how that goes. So, as I always do, let me just stop before I go any further. Give my respect, recognition, and acknowledgement to all the original and traditional custodians to the land masses around the world, that being the Indigenous people, representatives past, present, and future. Um, Saying this in an effort to try and raise awareness and bring a broader sense of harmony between us all and the connection we have to the land and the ether and the elements, um, just to bring about a just longevity and happiness and a better experience for us all on this earth, because we all have a right to live, um, and reach our potential. Um, and we got to recognize nature has a remedy, and ganja is the greatest gift given. And where I'm also broadcasting from in the Adelaide Plains, it is Ghana country. So, once again, appreciate everybody coming through on the drop of the notification. I'm going to drop the link down in the chat. So, if anybody wants to come up, all cool. Either way, all good. Um, I hope the info on the last stream was good enough. I just wanted to separate it to keep that, like, complete information, so it's a user friendly post, I guess. And it's when we can just discuss um, Ghana country. It's not like the African country. It's Kaurna, but pronounced Ghana. Um, BP, what is up, brother? Good to see you, my man. Total much respect as always. Hey, we got the Tasmanian, um, what's it? Tasmanian Terror. I
Oi,
call him the
I
Tasmanian Terror.
wish, I chopped up my last IndieMed nug, and then I see that you're
Mm-hmm.
live, and I'm like, oh, I could have shown my IndieMed nug, but now guess what? This is all I can show.
That's cool. So you went through it
Man,
pretty
I
quick.
was, yeah, unfortunately, because here's the thing: as good as the IndieMed tempo is, hang on, I got a cough. What you said before is you got to mix it with some high grade. You got to, do somehow, and that's so true because you smoke the IndieMed tempo. It's good for the first 5 days, 7 days, and then eventually it's like, but still, it's the best weed I've had ever on the market. Better than the Canby. This is number one. Canby's number two. Number three would probably be Topaz, then Amethyst, and then probably Birini's above all of them
Wow.
though.
With
Birini's
due to
above
the
all of them.
price, what makes this one
Oh
better
no,
than?
just in grade of flower, as in like, well, retrospective to like overall
Okay.
score, not just like how good the weed is. Like I would say the IndieMed Tempo Sativa, sorry, Indica is better than the Canby for sleep. If you were to have the Canby, you get a good appetite. You have chronic pain or whatever. But when it comes down to going to sleep, the Canby is too much sativa to do that. It's 70/30.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah.
And you actually got the kosher kush, right? Did you get the sativa indie med? I'm talking
Nah,
about the
I
sativa
can't
one at the
I
moment.
can't deal with the sativa. Yeah, I know you got
Yeah,
the sativa one at the moment, but I can't do sativa.
yeah.
Yeah, indica only for me. But
That's
yeah,
cool.
they're both good though, because I've heard good things from Nexus saying that the sativa one is his go-to now. It's absolutely phenomenal. So
Yeah.
he loves it. So if he
The
loves it, then
structure
it's
of
good.
that indica one and the look is very nice. As you said, it's got that black, purpley kind of look to it. The calyxes
Oh,
were
it
fat.
does.
It was decent.
And when you
Strength
look at
doesn't
it under the
hit you as hard
microscope,
though, right? Yep.
when you
Keep
look at
going.
it under the microscope, oh no, in my opinion, I would say it hit harder than the topaz when I first smoked it. But the effect does dwindle over the few days. So I mean that happens with the topaz as well. But like for me, first time I smoked the Indie Med, I went to sleep. Like, but I know what you're saying. I totally agree.
No. I guess it's different for each person too, that comes down to like our circumstance and experience. Like,
For sure.
that's cool to hear though. That's really good, man, because, you know, we're all talking about price points and stuff, and the fact that you're very happy with it and it's, you know, can save a fair bit of your weekly budget. It's good, man.
I would be happy to only smoke this. If you were to take this strain to me before I was on the medical, I would be happy to smoke this for forever. You know what I mean? That's how
Yeah.
good it just suits my needs that well. But not everyone. I mean, I'm glad they've got a day and a night for 99, but I think they should have two. You know, because then you need a rotation. Because if you have this one
Okay.
kosher kush, what if you need another indica? Because like, say I smoke, you know what I mean. Like when you smoke
Yeah.
it, FX dwindles unless you swap to another
Tolerance
strain.
builds up. Yep.
Exactly. So just have
What's
multiple
the? I was
$99
thinking then. So,
strains.
like, like the street market price in Tasmania is what 250, 200, or 250 to 300 for the ounce, right?
So you can get bush bags from 150 to 250 an ounce.
Okay,
In
so
between
okay.
that,
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
indoor, you're going to be paying 250 if you're buying a lot, say a quarter pound. If you're buying, one bag, you're going to pay 280, 300, 320, maybe even
Wow.
360 at
See,
the most. Yeah.
and then a half. If you want a half or a
A
quarter,
half's
because like,
usually
look, just
150,
comparing it to the indie med. This
180.
is what I'm trying to do here.
Yeah. 150,
So
180.
wow, so it's double the price nearly. You'll get 15 grams for 180, and this one's 99. Wow.
Well said. Well said, FairGrow.
But then you have to. I mean, if it's that optimal high grade like cultivar strain that you're getting from your friend, then hey, it's the indie med's not quite there in my opinion. But if it's like a really low grade kind of production flower, then you're much better off going with this. But anyway,
Yeah, I totally
give
agree.
it a go.
Because like indoor is hit or miss in Tasmania. Like I was live for a bit, and these two blokes walked past, and they were trying to offer me a sesh. They showed me the weed, and it looked pretty good, but it just was like you look at the trichomes. Like now, let's put it this way: people should have a look at weed, and they should understand a different level of what's the word? Quality, like a standard of quality. When you look at cannabis under the microscope, there has to be a standard of quality, if that makes sense.
Yep, absolutely.
Like if you look at PGR under the microscope, I'd love to get a hold of some PGR to look at that under the microscope, to be honest. See how many
It'd just
trichomes
be
there are.
pistols, I reckon. It'd be like not many
Yeah,
trikes and just pistols all over it. Yeah.
well said. And that's why I'm curious, because I never had the chance to do that when I was smoking PGR not on the medical. But now that I have all the medical strains and some homegrown strains that are under the microscope, you see the trichomes heads like trees, like the balls on the heads. Whereas like if it's been machine trimmed or not, you can tell. So with the IndieMed
Yep.
Tempo, it's been hand trimmed. Like it's not been machine trimmed, I'm pretty sure. When you look at it under the
Okay.
microscope, I'm not sure.
Yep.
Maybe some people can tell me otherwise,
You
but
see,
on the
like,
microscope video, the balls,
yep.
you go, it just had the balls
Yeah,
on the
no, because
heads.
that's what I looked at under the loop. I
You
haven't
can
used that
definitely see
zoom
it through
thing.
that. The loop
Oh
was
yeah,
just as
but
good.
they're not huge. That's like from what I see, that it's you're seeing trikes and little shiny things, but they're not very large, and it's not the stem and the ball. Like I don't know,
Yeah.
compared to the other ones that I've viewed, they're just like covered in circular spheres. I mean, like spheres.
My microscope goes
Anyway,
to 1,000 times, but some of them
yeah.
they go to 400 or 200. And I don't know, I don't always go 1,000 times on the microscope. I sometimes, keep it 50 times. Bong on, joint on, blaze on, stay stoned. Got my
That's
little
right.
ashtray for this. I quit the bongs. I haven't smoked bongs for ages. I think I'm just going to give it a rest from now on. Just use this thing.
So in comparison, if you had your tub of topaz and that would last you 1 week or
9
less,
days. 9 days.
right? Okay,
I would
9
say
days.
because of this device, now not using bongs, I can I'll chop up a mix and I'll have it till the next day. You know what I mean? Like I'm crazy confused as to how this weed is just lasting me too much long because I'm using a pipe instead of a bong. Like I'm
Wow.
wasting. Look at all this smoke coming off here. It's just like wasting weed there, but it somehow saves more weed. It makes no
Yep.
sense to me. But you
Yeah.
go, what you're saying? So I would say 10
I was just
grams,
going to
9
say, like,
days.
yeah, and then so this indie tub. You only got one though, right? This is the first one you got. So, but
Yeah,
it's
this is my first
lasted
15
similar.
gram.
It was
I
9
got it on
days.
Tuesday. I got it on Tuesday, right? I got it on Tuesday, And it's now
Oh,
Saturday,
wow.
so do the math. 15 gram in how many days?
Wow, so you've gone through it quite quickly
But do you know
in
why? Do you
comparison
know
to the
why?
other
Let
one.
me
Yeah.
tell you this. How much of that
Mm.
15 gram did I smoke and how much did I vape? I vaped a fuck ton. So when you use it through the XQ2, I'm enjoying the flavor, I'm getting all this, but you're not getting the full effect as if you were to smoke every single thing. You know what I mean? So
Right.
I've got so much AVB sitting there that I could use in joints. I did. I used it in a joint this morning. So I find like when I use my XQ2, I go through too much weed. So it's like, yeah, that's why I order a lot of cannabis sometimes through the medical. So I'll go through a Topaz tub and be like, man, it's Sunday. I can't wait till Monday to get another tub. I can wait. I can give it a wait. I do it all the time. If I have no weed, I'll go without. It's no dramas. I can go without weed, but it's just like to choose to go without weed for a week. That's a bit hard. You know what I mean?
Mm.
How is the longest you can go without cannabis, FairGrow, for your medical condition? Oh shit.
Oh, well, with this condition, I don't know. I haven't smoked a billy since. Um, I can't yet. I shouldn't even be smoking, but uh,
Damn.
I did. Because I also wanted to get like some of the pain, like Topaz to get also heavy indica to get some pain relief and see how that would work, you know.
Yeah.
Uh, and like probably smoking a little bit more than I should be in the last few days, but definitely smoking a little bit less and whatever. But to say the break, I never really had a break, man. Like it's weird, eh? I've never, since my teens. Probably once when I went to like interstate when I was 16, just when I'd sort of started. Um, Not really. I started at 14, but um,
Yeah.
the like,
I know what you mean.
yeah, I just couldn't get it, and like, yeah, it's funny shit. It's only like 3 weeks.
That's pretty good though. 3 weeks though. So like if you've ever run out, you've just never run out then. You've never
No,
run out for 2 days or something like that.
if I run out of flour for that little bit, I can't find. It's like I'm scraping the mother. I'm scraping up
Oh
something,
yeah,
and
for
I'll
sure.
find enough to get a smoke. You know,
That's
just
part
to
of the
get that
reason I
little.
have a hand grinder. Look at all that stuck in there, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
That's why I use a hand grinder. It clogs up. But I see what you're saying. I know what you mean. But like in Tasmania, I think maybe because you're on the mainland, it's a lot more common to not go dry. I'm not sure how it be in the mainland, but in Tasmania, if you don't know the right people, you're going dry too quickly, you know?
Hmm.
Tassie's such a
Yeah,
small
I
community.
understand that. Yeah.
No joke. Such a small community in Tassie. Less than 500,000 people before 2016. Around 2016, there was, okay, last census, we'll go off the last census, 570,000 people in Tasmania. In the last
Wow.
census, 500,000 in the whole state.
Wow. There's like a
I love
million people in
Tasmania.
Adelaide, I think.
When you live here, man, sometimes it feels like Chopper Reed's still alive walking around here, you know? There's people who you never know. You will never know their names, right? You know, like Aussie Ganjamin, he was walking around in the street, right? And there was those people having a fight. There's people like that you'll never know exist, right, in Tasmania because it's such a small community. You'll never know the real Chopper Reeds. Or, I mean, maybe you will, you know what I'm saying? That's a bit of a fucking
Yeah. That's
exaggeration. But
everywhere, though.
because those people, exactly, like they don't talk about what they do. Chopper Reed's an outlier. He's been on the news and that sort of shit. You know what I mean? Yeah, there's
Yeah.
people in Tasmania you'd never want to run into ever because they'll fuck you up. Because Tasmania can get away with it. No joke.
Yeah,
It's
that's right. Now
crazy.
you got forests and shit like that. You just, yeah. You get everything, man.
Exactly.
That's not cool. It's not cool.
It's too easy to do a Ted Bundy. I'm only having a meme. That's not true. Taz Polar onto it.
Buddy, Monday is out, brother.
Hey,
Fucking,
Monty. Is he trying to jump up?
oh,
Or
put
is
it
he
there. I
just in
didn't
the
pin the
chat?
link.
That's all good.
Drop it again.
Yeah, I've got low battery. I might actually hop off soon. Because I
That's
just
cool.
unplugged my phone from the charger to put earphones in. There you go.
I think everybody though, pretty much everyone who's given it a go now, they've been pretty satisfied with the indie med, for sure. It's been like 5 or 6 people I know of. Big Aussie Dave, he was the one doing it the whole time. Just keeping it on the slide, going, yeah, I love it. It's good. Nah, joking.
Yeah, I wish I was on it the whole time. How much money I would have saved. Serious.
Yeah, but then at the same time, you experience the other flowers, though. I suppose, but you were on the topaz wagon you were like topaz only, mate. Topaz only. Now you're like, nah.
Do you see that, FairGrow?
Where's my paper? What's that? Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's all my tubs on the floor since Tuesday. I haven't been bothered to pick them up. Just the police came, I just fucking put them on the floor. Yeah.
Does that all calm down? Are you like, it's all cool, eh? You're not fucking stressing about that or anything?
I was never stressed. The only stress I had was when they rocked up in the moment and I had anxiety because it's like, man, my thought is, are they going to take my weed? You know?
Yeah.
Are they going to depart me from my cannabis for how long until they fucking sort out this cannabis situation? Fucking idiots.
Which was the possibility, right? But thankfully,
here's the thing. I really wanted to argue the point that cannabis for my condition, it shouldn't matter what is in the container. But the thing is, if I start doing that, then they start going, oh, you've got probable cause that you're doing this and that. So it's just not a good situation to be in. I was pretty stressed.
Oh, yeah.
But it's all over and done with. I'm not... As soon as they left, I was not stressed. I was more stressed about what I said on the live rather than what was the implications of... Anyway.
Yeah.
G'day, Monty.
Tassie Fair, how are we? 4:20 in the chat.
Monty.
Peace,
Monty on the money.
I remember you questioning whether the indie man is good before week before you got it.
And now that I have it, I'm sold head over heels. Man. But are you not surprised that I've blown through my 15 gram just using the XQ2 though?
That is pretty surprising. Like, that's what, Tuesday to Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. That's 4 days, bro.
Do the math. I want to know how many grams a day that is. I'm not sure. I have no clue.
That's 4 grams a day, nearly. 3.5.
Yeah. Probably only one of that was smoked. The rest was vaped.
But your script says 1 gram a day, right? Or 1.5?
1.5.
Yeah.
1.5.
2.5.
It's no dramas. It's no dramas at all. As long as you're within your monthly limit, they don't fucking care. That's what it is.
Yeah.
If you're over your monthly limit and you're over your daily limit, then they come on like, man, come on, reel it in, man. That's what they start telling you. You know,
and then I guess in the same sentence though, you're medicating, so and you're trying to get your like ailments treated. So people do dose up, and like they have to, and then get like well, I guess, or coping, and then you try and wean down. For them to say, "Oh no, just stay on this low amount," that's not really helpful for the patient because he's finding his way, and you've got to increase the dose so that it's working.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway.
Well said.
Yeah. Mine have a little bit of a complaint because, like, I go through like, well, I think it's like fucking, I don't know, 10 grams in fucking, I don't know, about 5 or 6 days. Maybe.
That's
like
nothing, Monty.
No, it's
like
probably
they shouldn't be
double
mad
than what
at that,
they want,
though.
though. Like, it's double than what they want and stuff like that, or fucking maybe 2/3 of what they want. And then I'm like, well, fucking realistically, like, fucking, I've been smoking this stuff for 20 years longer than you've ever considered it becoming legal. Like,
exactly,
we know a little bit more how much our body needs to have. Like, you can talk about it being all more potent and what you think, but you really have no idea. Like,
yeah, they have no idea. And the
no,
thing is,
they
Monty,
didn't come and try our backyard stuff or anything like that first. Like, they're just going off what some other dude was growing in their backyard, and they've gone and paid for his knowledge and his strain, and then tried to grow it themselves as good as he did and think they are.
When you breach your monthly limit, Monty, you can always get more. You talk to the doctor, you tell them that, and they'll say, listen, you can go get more, and they'll extend your monthly limit for that time. No joke.
Oh, they
That's
let.
what's happened to me. Yeah,
They
so
let.
if you say that
They
what you
just try and
said,
keep on giving the little fucking, maybe you should try and have a
they
tolerance break all
scrutinize
the
it.
time.
They scrutinize it, and they try and push you in the right direction, but they have everything in their power to do that thing, you know.
If you can counter
They're
them
just
with
covering their
fucking,
own ass, man. They just
yeah,
covering
that's right.
themselves.
That's
That's what
all
it
it
is,
is.
FairGrow.
And
That
if you
is what
can
it is.
counter them with
If they get
knowledgeable fact,
audited,
like with
exactly.
facts, and they have to cop it.
Wait, FairGrow,
What
you
does
gonna
it
put
say
the
on your
headlines
tub,
on?
Mon?
Yeah, that's a good
Hey?
question.
Well,
No,
how
I can
much
save it
are
for
you
later. I'll
allowed
save it for
to?
later.
Do you get the written limit, like 1 gram a day or 1.5?
Yeah, 1 gram a day. Max
Or
1
is it
gram a day.
1 a day? Yeah.
But of it, well,
And
that's of
that
each.
can be
So it's
for
2 grams a
each
day.
tub, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, one of each tub. Yeah, so it's 2
Yeah.
grams a day. And I'll probably smoke
That's
3
right.
grams a day.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Because it comes down to time too. I think like that amount is enough to be medicated for the whole day. And like if you're sitting around and you've got not much to do and you can smoke, like then obviously you can get heavily medicated and go through that amount. But it's probably not that necessary. If you were to have a half, whatever, if you were a heavy smoker, half-gram medication in the early part of the day, go a few hours, do some things. By the afternoon, you'll still be okay and medicated. You might want more, but you'll be all right. And then, you have another smoke in the evening when you be a bit productive during the day, and it ends up you're only smoking like a gram, and you feel all right and you've done something, rather than that other time where you've got a lot of time on your hands and you can just smoke, like.
Yeah, that's how it
I
counts.
don't, yeah.
Days where you go, like, there is things where you shit on and stuff and you're not at home fucking doing it. So, like, you just got to average it out. So,
Yeah. But even on those days, I'll need to smoke too. I'll have to take a roll with me or have something before. It's like, it's not that I can pretty much.
on those days, I
Because
try
the
not to take
experience of
stuff
the
with me.
day is not good. You know what I mean? Like you get anxious, you get angry. You're not as efficient. You might as
I'm
well be
definitely looking
medicated.
forward to coming home and having, like, the first bongs after you've been away all day and stuff, like, because I don't take stuff with me, so I am anxious to get home and have that first couple.
Yeah. Yeah, see, I'll be like, nah, I'll just smoke. Obviously got there 0.5 of the Birney and then something else.
Yeah, I tried my best to hide my name, but it's fucking there. It doesn't matter. I don't care. But no, honestly, it's no dramas. But the Birney, I don't get how it's half a gram a day. That
Because
sounds
he
like a
don't
lot.
got the fucking new LGP ones. I wanted to try that, but they didn't have it in.
I know 3 people who
likes
tried
it.
the LGP. They loved it. Sea Doug's one of them.
Wow. Okay, cool.
Crocodile Nosey and one of my mates, Jacob, redhead legend. Long on Jacob. He's got asthma. He can't punch cones, unfortunately. He and I both had asthma in West Australia when we were kids. He had it worse than me, like he had severe asthma attacks. But I grew out of it, and I think he grew out of it, but he still suffers with it sometimes, which is like, bro, got to be careful. Got to vaporize. I mean, I convinced him to get one of these. Hey, Sea Doug. I convinced him to get one of these because he has bad asthma, and his girlfriend broke it. She like pulled it off the table and it smashed, and he fixed it together, and it's fucking hilarious. Yeah, that's the strain. That's why I want to try it. 135 for 10 gram.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The price point's the other bit, it's on that lower end. So, but if it's a good flower, it's dope, man. It's really good.
It's 25% THC.
Hey.
Get a Aussie Autos.
That's this one for Cloudy. That message is for Cloudy.
That's good.
See how like our names are highlighted now? Are you going to put headlines on it? It's a new StreamYard feature.
Oh, nah.
No, that's all good.
What? Can I do that for everyone? Don't you do it for yourself?
Yeah, you can do it for everyone. Like you
you have
turn
to
it on
enable it.
and they get to do their thing.
Yeah, it's in the settings. So you go to the brand section on StreamYard, and I'll show you the weed. Look at that nice weed. Turtle blue.
I don't know. Guests. Fucking layout. I don't know. I'll think of it next time.
That's all good.
I can't see brand. I've got general, camera, audio. Anyway, people don't want to fucking hear
You
what's
know
on the
where
screen.
No, don't worry about it. I'll tell you another time. It's no dramas.
What's that?
Did you get the Sativa one
I just,
as well, Fred?
yeah, like, I just did the Saturday strain review before this. I ordered because I rang, got the Sativa and the Topaz, and I wanted that order to go through quickly. And then when they rang to be like, pay for it, I was like, oh, can you add the Indica one on it? And she's like, oh, if we do, that'll come fucking Monday. So I was like, don't worry about it. So I got the script for it, but I only got the Sativa one. And I like it, dude. It's really decent. It's not the best, but it's very decent for what it is. The price point, the flower's good. It's got good terps. It's got smell.
You
It's
and
got
Monty
strong
both
effect.
smoked the Sativa.
So, yeah. And I tried the Indica one though as well, and they were both really good. Not probably as punchy as these high grade ones, but good. And as this one's got the hell strong sativa effect. I'm finding like it just makes me so kind of aware and like mental stimulation big time, and I don't have
It's
to
got a
have a
nice
lot of it.
effect. No, you don't.
So I do find that you probably could go through a lot of it though, because it's not that super strong. But like, yeah. Anyway, it's really decent.
In my opinion, the 19 is better than the 21. The Tasmanian
not booze.
Botanicals. Yeah, it's not shit. Hang on, I've got the
No
container
booth,
here.
no
This
shit
one.
grade weed at all. Fucking no booth.
Look at that one, FairGrow. I love this one.
Mm.
It's not as good as
I
the
saw someone had the Jade as well, actually. The new one from these people.
Oh, yeah.
They liked it. Said it was
They're
a creeper.
discontinuing the Dalesford as well. And they're bringing something else out. But yeah, the Tassie Botanicals rebranded 2 new products, the Opal and the Jade, I swear.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, bro. Shivratri is a mad, Hindu festival commemorating Shiva in many ways, but it's also we got when he got married to Parvati, but there's other things, there's huge things. So it's also the day where they can legally have bhang in India. So yeah, I give thanks. You're supposed to just
crazy,
fast.
no way. That's actually fucking hilarious.
That's what and that culture's been around for a long time.
Way before the colonialists
with that custom.
arrived.
Yeah, with that custom, man. So the connection to humans in ganja it's huge, bro. It's a sacrament. It's not just it's not fun and games. It's a piece of the puzzle to our lives, which can open doorways, to blissful places, man, and like balanced, harmonious state. Absolutely, I really believe it.
So you're telling me India's hotbox the other day, the biggest sesh? I didn't.
Nah, there's not smoking. The bhang is the drink. That's where they
Oh yeah,
you get
yeah,
like
no, that's
the
right.
yogurt or citrus and mix it
I
up.
watched a documentary where someone went there and they had that, but I forgot.
Yeah.
I didn't know what it was. I knew it was some weird thing.
My brother-in-law
a long
went there.
time
He's
ago.
from Ireland, and he went
That's cool.
before he met my sister and shit. You see the documentary, and they say like, you can have tourist level 1, level 2, or something, and then there's this one like full power 24-hour, no shower, or some shit like this. Like, and he had that one, and he said he lost it. It's so strong. Mocked him about.
That's what I want. Give me that. Give it a go.
Something like
as
that.
there's no
I think it's what they say:
danger,
24-hour full power, no shit, no shower. I think that's how they describe
That
it.
is that. Yeah, that sounds hilarious. Have you seen that mad honey? The Himalayan mad honey? I was gonna buy some. Yeah.
Oh wow! I haven't seen it in real
No,
life. I've
I'm not
only
gonna
seen it
buy it
on the
now
fucking
after watching
on the
what happens when you
documentary.
eat it. Yeah. Yeah, that documentary is pretty crazy. The killer bees, and they still get the honey. That's full on.
Yeah, and I'll say it again, bro. With intention, education, and intent, these substances are useful, and purity too. When they're in
Well
their
said.
pure state, and you have the education and the intent about it, it's good. Like, it's not this criminal harm, killing, and it's not that. It's not that, right? It's experience. It's taking you to places where, in your, where human beings can go. Like, anyway, I want to try the jealousy.
Did you know what my doctor said about the jealousy? It's not going to be in stock until late March or some shit. I can't remember. So I hope it does come back soon. Who doesn't want to try it, eh?
What did you say? How many weeks away?
I'm not sure. End of March is what I got told. All Coltiva end of March.
January, 1 month. Wow. 6 weeks even, because it was before. What? That's maybe for that place, or because some places might have something in stock, right? They didn't sell it.
That's a good point. Yeah, definitely my pharmacy in New South Wales. Yeah. What is the stone like of the sativa? I haven't had sativa for ages. Just mental racing. Interesting. I love the indica. Indica all day, every day. No way.
They got their place. How many people are smoking on India, mate? Put a 1 in the chat. Oh, fuck. I'll probably come in for another, 10 minutes or so. Shut it down.
It's good to see Sea Dog swinging through.
Yeah.
Indeed.
I'll go get a drink in a second. You there, Monty?
Yeah. I'm here.
Yeah. Puffing away. Shit. Give me a second, I'll get a drink.
Bonging on, smoking hard. I'm glad I don't smoke bongs anymore. It's good. It's beneficial. Might put some topaz in the XQ too. Shout out to everyone. I don't know if I want to. Give it a go. Why not? Big Aussie Dave's the only one. That's hilarious. Make sure you hit that like, chat. If you haven't hit that like, what are you doing? You're probably hitting the bong. That's what you're doing. You're not hitting the like, you're hitting the bong. I'm going to do a FairGrow and have that there as well. Pick it, pack it, fire it up, come along. Take a hit from hit the like.
Oh, 2 indie meds.
There's
So
only one
it is strange though. Is it? Like, do you have to, like you said on the can reviews though too, that you got to have this card, like, to get it. So is it not possible for everybody to get this cannabis?
Yeah, I think so. I've heard people who aren't on Centrelink get it.
They can. You have heard of some people.
Yeah, one
Oh,
person.
oh, okay. Sure. You would
That
think.
could be
I would think
anecdotally
so.
a mistake. I could totally understand a pharmacy going, "Yeah, we got it in stock. We'll give you a script," even though they're not meant to get it. You know,
Yeah.
someone was paying 115 for it. That's what I'm saying for the 15 gram.
Mm. Well, that's what I
Yeah.
would. That's what I was under the impression, right? It would just be a higher price, like not subsidized or whatever. Oh,
Yeah, I pay 99 for it.
nice. Stop harassing people, Cloudy. Told you yesterday, it's $2. Oh, okay. He went and got the tempo on his own. He didn't have to go and show any details. All good.
Yeah, see, there you go. That's good news, Aussie Autos.
Do.
Oh,
This joint's lasted a long time.
what's that?
That's what I've been finding. That's what I suppose, because I shouldn't be smoking, dude. I've been finding I've been like having a roll up, like, it's not super fat, but like a king size joint. But anyway, and I won't finish it. It'll be half done, and I'll be like, ah, shit, there's another. I'll just fucking put it out. I'll smoke it later. Which is, I wouldn't usually do it. But I'm in a bad way. Okay.
The best thing I like about this is that I pack a small amount and it's like a joint. Smallest amount. In a little mesh screen. I got these from Off Your Tree. $3.50 for 5.
Oh, yeah.
Cheap as.
That's probably really expensive. Anything from Off Your Tree is like, you'd be able to get them for like $2 for 50.
That'd last you a month though. You never need to change a screen except for once a week. You know?
Yeah.
$3.50 in a year. That's not too bad.
Yeah.
And those mesh screens aren't coated with any plastic. Like, who knows if you order mass mesh screens, they get fucking China. Who knows? I like China. I used to learn Mandarin. Legit.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd ever go there now because it's too scary. It's like Black Mirror. Legit. Do you reckon you could go there and smoke medical and be fine? Or would you end up a political prisoner?
No. Because, like, it's not within the boundaries. It's not within their boundaries and shit. Or maybe if you had some fucking written document to some diplomat or some shit, but if you just went there with your script from here.
What if you're a United Nations person going there for work?
Yeah, like I reckon someone 10th level that pass those people, like, because they write some bullshit document, but if you're just a Joe Blow and you go, they'll be like, no weed for you. Jail time.
China's trying to be the world's biggest CBD supplier. Did you see that documentary? That's crazy.
Well, that's another thing, though. They've had it in their culture for a long time. When you go look up,
Didn't weed originate in China? PTP
yeah,
told
that's
me
it.
that.
If you go look up on the internet, Google way, they'll tell you that old mate Chinaman pharmacist, I can't remember his name, but he was the one to first documented it for medicine.
Well done. Good on him. What is this? Man, that's epic. Can you imagine in June when it's full on allowed? That'd be epic. Like in that legislation on Sunrise, we watched David Shoebridge talk. You know?
What's that? Who's he?
Green Senator David Shoebridge. He's pretty famous.
When did he go on Sunrise?
Good question. A few months ago, saying in June, things would be, they got to build.
Things would be passed by June, he said. What?
That's what they're trying to get it in by and implemented so that it's enacted then or something. I'm not sure. I've watched a Sunrise video twice and I'm still confused as to when, who, what, when, how, who. You know? Let it begin.
Yeah, because there's all these final points to it, do they? Little stipulations and shit. They can say, "Oh, yeah, you can grow with it." And what's the little?
They were trying to. What he was saying was they were trying to make it legal to grow, and then that way, whatever you like, there would be a tax if you were to sell. You know what I mean? But they would have it in a certain way where if you were to grow, you would sell to someone who would then buy it, and then that person then goes sells it. You know what I mean? Like you sell to a distributor, you don't sell to people. That's how they were trying to set it up, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. And he was saying the tax, that's where they quoted the tax from that would build fucking 250,000.
Oh, that's right. He said that 200 mad thing after 10 years, 200 something billion.
$160 a fortnight for everyone on Semley.
Yeah. Which is just going back into that, really. I think this one here, the question, John, 420. I think it's always been about that, $99. I thought 95 as well, but maybe they're all 99 now.
It's been that price for forever. That's what I've assumed. Around that cheap, you know what I mean? It's been that cheap for forever. That's what I'm under the assumption of. Good question, John. I think everyone deserves the right to have this. Everyone on the medical. Man. Epic.
Should be $5, mate. Should be a subsidized script.
Imagine you pay $5 for 15 grams. What would you do then? I would cry.
No, you'd be
stoked. Imagine that. No way. That would never happen. No, imagine it's that.
And maybe no, if they don't have to do it as a blanket thing too, and you have. I suppose it makes it like, I don't know. So I was just thinking off the top of my head though that you have to kind of meet certain requirements so that you are consuming quite a lot. That's the reason why you need it subsidized, because some people who, as I said, like someone who smokes once every week, a tub can last 6 months, whereas someone can go through a tub in a few days. So they shouldn't be paying the same price.
I feel everyone on the medical should have it subsidized, and there should be a recreational market as well. Because then, the people on the medical, they pay cheaper, and the people who aren't on the medical, they pay the price that, because people on the medical, you don't have a choice. You go in there for a reason. So why should it? Because, let's put it this way. I agree with what you're saying, but the once-a-week smoker still deserves the cheap weed, because otherwise it's harder for that once-a-week smoker to afford it. So it's it's a whole affordability issue, which is the worst.
Kind of, as you said, if you meet the eligibility, you get medical price. If not, you're paying the taxed price, which is helping the economy, because it's all.
Hopefully it ends up being the best case scenario, better than what it is now.
Yeah, and also that's another thing that I think one thing I'm finding from when you hear these people discuss these legislations, it's really heavy in favor of only these subsidized ones for mostly veterans, which is not a bad thing. It's which way, but it's kind of they're that's the kind of, what's the word? They're in the niche, I guess. I don't know, where there's no other categories for people to be getting this heavy subsidy, which is, hopefully it will come later.
Hey, sunshine.
How long are they going to milk it for, FairGrow?
BTB, yeah, what?
Shout out to part-time planting.
Yeah, it's FTF, mate. You're on the way to FTF, full-time farmer.
Nah, I don't think anyone could ever be a full-time farmer.
Yeah, bro.
Every waking moment.
What are you talking about, Harvey? What that's where my grandparents were.
No, if they can, then that's good.
I don't think tempo will end anytime soon. Because didn't it start out at 16%? Now it's 19% or actually higher. So it probably will only stay or get better in quality and stay the same price.
Oh, CO coming through. That's something not worth listening to. I want to hang on. I'm going to tab out and see his channel. Hang on.
Don't pay any attention to that shit. Do whatever you want to fucking. Oh, he is. Here he is. Vroom. How you going, brother?
And CO, that's between them two. So that's been happening for a little while between them two.
Exactly. Oh, look, a nice PvP. Beautiful. Much peace. Thanks for jumping up. See you soon if you come back. Hope you're all good, bro. Yeah, bro. John, 420. You want the indie med custom Moroccas? That's right. Like, you have this one as a staple, or to get you by. Well, it'll help. It'll help either way. The amount that people are putting out. Trying to, hopefully you can get it. Oh, Cloudy, come on, bro. It's another $2. Oh, everybody's dropping off. Coming back. The Beach Boys. I haven't heard their song in like 15 years, man. I used to hear their song quite a bit. People used to rock them out and shit, but not anymore. I wanna take you to go. Vasso got it on point there.
Pretty sure that's all I sang to AA. There was no bad mouthing going on.
I checked CO's account. He's a legit viewer. It's not a new account. It's an old account.
Nah, of course, bro. Well, maybe not of course, but yeah. Cool. Nah, not really, Tony. I'm fucking pretty bad. Thank you for coming through. I really appreciate it. I'm actually probably better than I was 2 weeks ago, but I'm dramatically bad and going to be bad for a while. But either way, Matt, thank you for coming through. Good to see you. Everybody could go check out the Scissor Sisters channel if you want. Get to know Tony. The Vasso King. Appreciate everybody for coming through. I really do, Matt. Like a few people in the house, just chilling. I hope everybody is You know, once again, man, happy Shivratri, bro. Like, think about that. If you do want to go Google it and have a look and read up, man, if you have a connection and, you know, with ganja or cannabis, I'm sure you will, you know, resonate and be interested in it because Shiva is the ganja god, brother and sisters. You know,
420's last statement. If amethyst did become $99, that'd be awesome.
The amethyst is good, but it's like, man, they need to sort their
oh,
shit.
amethyst only
It costs
130.
$150 for me. I want to
Oh,
get it
okay.
for cheap. It costs $150 for me. How shit is that?
Yeah, but it's only 10
Okay.
grams, yeah? It's only 10
Exactly.
grams, so it's still
129.
150.
Oh, that's
Still
right. Yeah,
fucking-
compared to the 15. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
double the price. It's double
Yeah.
the price.
So like, yeah, almost, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's
it is.
1/3. It's 1/3 more, at least.
No, because they were just on the calories. It said 660 a gram, and if it's
Ah,
this other
so
one's
it is.
1290. Yeah,
Epic.
even Tassie's paying 150. So
I
Yeah.
pay dispensary tax. So the Sativite Durag, right? CDUG pays $129. Guess how much I pay? $145.
yeah,
So why would I order that when I can order the what's it called? The $210 hash for 5 gram.
yeah. Or try and get an e-script and go to the chemist so you pick it up.
All scripts are
whatever.
e-scripts now, FairGrow. All scripts
Oh.
are e-scripts. So when I got raided, the police, they called my pharmacy. And when I called my pharmacy, I found out that the police had actually were on the phone at the same time. I was on the phone trying to get my scripts emailed to everyone. So it's hilarious. So my pharmacy emailed my scripts to me, and I did it to the police, emailed it to the police. So now I have my e-scripts. I can go into any pharmacy in Tasmania and go, bing, give me IndieMed Tempo. Oh, you don't have that in stock? Let's get something else. Because my doctors,
Yeah.
tick the substitute. So it's practically open script. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I've got a hash. So I take the hash in. Oh, you don't have the hash? Anything else, What else can they substitute? You know what I mean? That's hilarious. Because that's the 50%. That's full on. I'll show you the hash script. Oh, it doesn't say
Are you
Eon.
sure they can substitute hash for flour? Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah, okay.
THC. It's a THC rating, I swear, because that's what Nexus told me. He said if you
Well, the
take the hash,
milligrams,
you
Yeah.
can substitute the hash for any product. But if you take the IndieMed Tempo, they're going to give you a 19, or you take the 25, they're going to give you a 25. That's what I was told, but I'm not sure. So, but I've got a hash e-script. They sent me a Topaz e-script and an IndieMed e-script. But they didn't send me my Amethyst e-script or the Durag. There's those two I have.
Thanks, Toadie. Thank you. Yeah, bro. Fucking, I don't know. I mean, so you just said that. I was looking at this one as well because that's what I think. Get the tempo and something that's about 120ish, and then the bill come down dramatically. It was like 350, 400 every kind of week, not every fortnight or whatever, and now it's like that works out to be 250. So there's a difference, and you're getting you get 5 grams extra flour, but yeah. Anyway.
Well said. I still
But
remember
it's
the
strange
days
that they got you got places that are charging $20 more, or on each product.
Yeah, dispensing tax.
Just for their little fucking profit.
Yeah, extra fee on top.
That's a lot of money. Each product people are buying like 2 at least, so that's $40 for every person. Extra.
Medcan is
That's a lot.
160 something for me. That is fucked. You know what I mean?
Saying
Like some
100
products are
people
unaffordable. All Beacon
a day.
products are unaffordable. Everything's unaffordable. You can only get a certain amount of things. I'm not willing to spend more than 150 on a 10 gram. That's fucked. 170 on a 10 gram. That's terrible.
Well, Rocky was 230, man.
Yeah. Oh, I would never pay that.
What?
But like the hash is 200 10 for 5 grand.
Oh yeah. I haven't got
which
the
is really bad.
I'm never gonna get that Rocky like at 230 again. No way. There's another place. They sell other place sells it for 200, but I'm still not happy with it. It's not that like. I don't think it's worth
200
much.
for 10 grams there.
Yeah, 230, man,
Like,
for the
and that's
Rocky, that
if you get it
30%
at
one.
the cheapest. If you get it at the cheapest, it's 10 grams, 200.
Yeah,
Exactly.
That's hard.
and the Solace is 175 or 180, I think.
Yeah. But with the hash, like every single
Yeah.
every single inch, every meter, every millimeter is the exact same. You can't guarantee that with buds, no matter what strain it is. It's going
At
to
least
differ.
with the internet, it's sustainable, and you can have like afford to buy like maybe a little bit better strain, like fucking have as a top up.
I don't know. I've only got 2 cultivars. I reckon they were like 0.6 over, but it's good that they were over.
I'd probably buy a cultivar once. Who knows how much it would cost? Yeah, almost. That's good price. That's pretty hilarious. How much the 200 Oz, man? That's
right though. Like if because that's you said like that. They're like what would you say? The passionate planter. Someone who's paying attention can achieve the result that these companies are doing. So if you can find that for that, yeah, it's good. I'd still want to get onto the have a script that says the legality part of it. Say that you're a patient and shit, but then do what you want. But yeah, for sure. But if the quality of the flower is not as good, yeah, for 200, you could get the indie med for 180 for 30 grams, and it's good. But you're probably getting really decent flower there, so.
If you do the math, 200 an ounce for Indie Med is 30 gram though, isn't it?
Yeah.
So Hamos is right. You can get 200 Oz.
Yeah.
You're right, FairGrow. There you go. I'm going to have to hop down. My phone's not charging.
I reckon you'll get it.
Cheers for having me though.
Oh, no worries, bro. Thanks for doing it. I'll probably shut down soon. Just an hour. I reckon they're going to have heaps of this indie. Oh, no, maybe not heaps of it because it depends on who's growing it, whatever. But they'll have something in this category for sure. I'll have to stop that up. They know there's a lot of people that are in this thing. When people are saying that they're going to just shut it down, like, I don't know. I'd be very surprised if they did.
I was talking with Sir Bongslot this morning, and he was saying No, was it you? Fuck. Sorry, I forget. I swear it was Sir Bongslot, and he said they discontinued the 16% and brought the 19. No, it was Sir Bongslot. Yeah, so they're going to discontinue the 19 and bring it out again in a different percentage. Same everything it should be. Because that's what they did with the 16. And he said he had to take his 16 script of the IndieMed 16 and get the IndieMed 19 from the doctor. Get the doctor to renew it.
I think,
and
I'll
60%.
answer this question. It's like about the law. Like it's not in the regards of being. It's good to be in the safety police, but it's more in the sense I can be overt and stand my ground if anybody comes to me and is like, oh, cannabis. Well, no, actually, I it's my medicine. I can smoke this thing. So you know what I'm saying? Like I can fucking chill where I am and do what I am doing. Like in the sense of where I'm at now, I'm kind of going through that with the landlord. Like he's chill, he's chill with it, but he's like, wow, what if someone else wants to, he's telling me, but I'm like, nah, brother. It's like it's been around 2016. I've got my script. I'm doing my thing. It's fucking, I have every right to do it. That's probably more in the sense of you have the right to do it. That's why I'd go on the medical thing.
Yeah.
It's not really, yeah.
Gives you a chance to shut them down.
Because you got to give props to the previous people. Like, you can't just say, "Oh, these corporations are the one that are doing it." Because where does this culture come from? All these people, most of us, have been partaking for decades in the kind of illicit way and had to do it underground. And we all know it's not harmful. It was great. It was, it's good. There's obviously some production flowers out there which is not great and whatever, but that's you have to recognize that. I think a lot of people do. You have that, because where did it stem from? And it would be sad to see the next few generations if they see cannabis as this like something you get in a packet and you go to the shop and it's in bright colors and shit, rather than the hippie kind of grassroots plant.
Yeah, that's like meat. When you get a steak from the shop rather than hunting it yourself. We need that to an extent, but we need to recognize where it comes from. You're right.
Absolutely. I think so. But I can still see it going heavy that way, though. The corporate push is going to be mad, and there'll be a lot of youths that are just going. That's how they know. They won't understand the prior movements. They'll just know cannabis as this thing. Go buy it at a shop.
Wonderful.
All things. Well, it's been an hour. People still hanging around. Hope everyone's chill. I'll keep going for a little bit. Pretty soon I'll feel pretty fucked with it. Everybody, let's go to Mardi Gras. Yeah. Let's go to the Rainbow Cafe. I remember playing gig there, man. That was so cool. 2 years. I mean, like I said, it was probably not the coolest thing at the tours, but it was cool. For sure. I haven't been there so long, too. I wonder how much bigger it's getting and how much more influence they have. I guess that's the other stigma about it, too. People take that hippie thing a bit too far, or like people's view on it, they take it too far, and they think, it's like the people that are on that frame are just like, don't shower, don't shave, just do all these things real minimal, which is, it doesn't have to be the case. Either way, it's gonna fucking make those moves, eh? Be happy with your life, man. It's up to you, I guess. Your experience, you've got to do what you can. That would be, wow. Imagine if this is a crew of like 20 people from this online community going to Mardi Gras.
What month is it again?
September.
September?
Mm. I'm pretty sure it's September.
Gives plenty of time to organise.
Who spends 30k on weed, really? Well, are you talking about dispensable income? Like just throwing it all away? That's probably pretty. Some people will, but not many people. Because that's the other part of the kind of my viewpoint anyway. When you're saying we come from this place where it's like, an illicit trade or whatever, and the culture was what it was, most of the time you would be purchasing in a sense where you could at least rotate and get that coin back, and instead of now with this medicinal, it's you're doing that, and it's like it's all just going to them, and there's no reimbursement. That's
one thing I don't. Anyway. Oh no, wait, FairGrow. some people meet the requirements to get a reimbursement. I'll talk to you about it after the live. I'd rather say that off live than on live. But that's something to keep in mind. But there's also something that if you live in the ACT, you can grow, and it's for recreational, but you also technically for medical. You know.
Oh, cool! It's already passed.
Well, people have been able to grow grow not indoors. You know, ACT. You can always grow an ACT. Yeah. I missed it.
Oh, it's in April. Okay.
Weed.
Mardi Gras is in April.
Yeah, the ganja. April. It depends on what.
What's September Island by? That's October.
G'day, Ganja Man. Ganja Man. Superman. There you go. Oi, FairGrow, I'm going to probably head off. I'll send you a voice message of what I was going to say.
You know,
then, I've already sent you a couple voice messages, so you can listen to those, but the one I'm going to send is a new one. So that's hilarious. But yeah. And that's about the reimbursement on the medical. How people get a reimbursement. That's worth knowing. But anyways, I'll catch you guys later. Bong on Monty, bong on FairGrow. Enjoy the rest of your evening. I'll see you later.
Oh, 25th of February. What? In 2023, the Mardi Gras Parade to Oxford Street. That's in Sydney. Oh. Nimbin Mardi Gras. May, 7th of May, 5th and 7th of May. There you go. Where am I thinking? Oh. Got a few weeks. Definitely people in the area. I wonder if there's these people going, eh? They live around that area. Oh, shit. Thanks, Dazzy, for coming up, bro. Good to see you. Where's this thing? Oh, we got 12 people in there. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. I might shut it down soon, too. Oh, yeah. I said that a couple times now. Do appreciate everybody. Once again, coming through. Oh. Last puff. Alright, I'll probably do it. Everybody got to stay chill. Once again, have a great evening, because this is, once again, this is the time. Shivratri, stay calm, think, and much peace. Monty, thank you, bro, for coming through, and everybody in the chat, rock on, and I appreciate everybody who come through. I'll probably, hopefully, do an upload again soon or something. Yeah, appreciate you guys. As I say, look inside yourself, find your direction, follow that path, be the best you can be honest, be yourself, follow your intuition, and recognize nature has a remedy.